The home itself, though, really doesn't work that well for our family.
It's really blocked off. It's not open, so I can't see my boys, and that's never good.
It's an early 1950s home. You can see it's dry rot throughout the whole roof. And since this is a concrete block house, there's no way to replace it without tearing down the walls in the first place.
Half of the house isn't heated.
These windows break off in huge pieces. There's
lots and lots of dry rot and black mold.
With autism, any type of allergen affects behavior, and it affects our whole family.
I'm CJ McPhail, and this is my incredible wife, Lindsey.
We have 3 amazing boys.
I'm Sawyer, and I like to introduce my brothers. Thatcher is 3, and Cruz 2. I really love them.
Lindsey and I had always had a passion for serving others.
CJ was a youth pastor, and we really wanted a project that our youth kids could get involved with and would have lasting impact. And we found Sparrow Clubs.
Sparrow Clubs was a tiny nonprofit with 1 chapter, and once Lindsey and I saw the potential, we were able to start the 2nd chapter. So what Sparrow Clubs does is we walk into a public school with a local child we call a sparrow in medical need, and we challenge that public school to adopt this child and put in community service hours, which earns money for that family.
Sparrow Clubs is an amazing experience. You don't have to worry about the financial burdens that you're going through when you're trying to focus on your child getting well.
We are very, very thankful for the Sparrow Club. It's a very humbling experience.
After years of helping local families with kids with medical issues and disabilities, we found out that Sawyer was developmentally delayed.
Sawyer began to have expressive language delay. He also began to have some social interaction issues and meltdowns. It's all signs of autism.
Autism is a neurodevelopmental disorder. Their social skills are impaired. It affects their language, what they understand, their ability to focus, task completion.
Sawyer was diagnosed when Lindsey was pregnant with our 3rd son, Crew, and then our middle son, Thatcher, just all of a sudden stopped talking. And that began a journey of Thatcher being diagnosed with autism.
With an autism diagnosis, it's not something that can be cured. It's not something that just goes away. You kind of have to go through a mourning period of just letting go of the expectations and dreams that you have for that child, and just really learn to accept and embrace the beautiful things about him. We knew having 2 special needs kids, we were going to need a lot of extra family support. And so the adjoining property to my parents is this house.
This just simply incredible property. It's insanely healing for our sons. The home itself, though, really doesn't work that well for our family.
It's really blocked off. It's not open, so I can't see my boys, and that's never good.
It's an early 1950s home. You can see it's dry rot throughout the whole roof. And since this is a concrete block house, there's no way to replace it without tearing down the walls in the first place.
Half of the house isn't heated.
These windows break off in huge pieces. There's
Lots and lots of dry rot and black mold.
With autism, any type of allergen affects behavior, and it affects our whole family. Autism looks different in every child. Even though they're very social, they're kind of in their own realms.
It's a very broad spectrum disease. We go from a child that is severely affected, nonverbal, non-communicative, all the way up into someone mildly affected who now communicates, but yet he still has autism.
For Sawyer, he has issues with communication. You could say the same thing, but if you say it in a way he's not used to hearing it, that's what leads to meltdowns or really hard days. We've done tons of therapy, and our life is therapy for them.
It will just calm him down.
Thatcher really would prefer to be alone all the time. He doesn't necessarily want to be touched without an invitation.
Thatcher likes to have these little cotton balls that he sticks in his ears. It really calms him down.
For us, what's really important is having visual schedules, because when they know what's happening next, that's what's going to prevent the meltdowns. A lot of kids on the spectrum cannot digest the proteins in gluten and casein properly. Wheat, barley, and rye, or any dairy products, just creates huge behaviors if they have the wrong foods. Keeping them on the strict diet is really expensive.
Some people will tell you that the word autism means alone. As a dad, you think, I think that's how it feels.
It's just lonely and isolating, and we knew we needed help.
CJ and I are very close friends, and we were just heartbroken over what they were going through. And I remember going to him one day and saying, I want to adopt your sons as a sparrow.
Sawyer being a sparrow, it was just such an amazing, fulfilling thing to go from helping people to being the one on the receiving end, to see the kids that accepted Sawyer for who he was. It was phenomenal. It was one of the first steps in realizing that we have a voice. I started a blog to reach out to moms and show other people what autism is.
1 in every 89 children just here in Oregon are diagnosed with some form of autism, and nationally, it's 1 out of every 100 children. Autism is an epidemic in this country.
I have a 5-year-old son on the autism spectrum. Lindsey has helped me with different techniques, therapies, and this house has become a sanctuary for my kids. Extreme Makeover wouldn't just be helping the McPhails, it would be helping a lot of families.
It would help give some much needed attention to the very thing that they spent so many years of their lives building up here in Southern Oregon, and that is sparrow clubs.
Nice family, very
awesome,
nice.
right?
Very nice.
I'd never heard of the Sparrow Club before.
Now, any of you guys ever met a family or know anybody with autism?
I have my cousins in my family, but it's so hard to understand because each kid is so different. I just know that he'll, like, if anything's changed, he'll freak out and he actually hurts himself.
I think what we do know is that people with autism really like a structured environment. They like to have a routine. And this week, we're gonna be changing the life of this family, which means we're gonna be throwing a wrench into their routine. So we're gonna need to do things a little bit differently, including surprising the family. Loud noises can be a bit of a problem, so I'm gonna have to turn the volume down on the megaphone.
Finally.
Right?
All those years.
I think we can all enjoy that today. So what do you say? Can we do this?
We can do it.
Come on, you other people, are you with me?
Lift it.
Well, then let's do it! Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use this. This is gonna be a little loud for the kids. So I think I'm gonna just knock on the door. Good morning, McPhail family! Hi!
Oh my gosh, Chachi, look! Who is it?
Hey! Hi there!
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm Sawyer.
Wow, this is just a dream for us. I mean, not just for our family and to be able to share about autism and our life, but we're just excited about the opportunity of what this is going to mean to, help other families in our same situation. It's just a dream.
It's gonna be an awesome week.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Well, here's what I think we ought to do. Why don't you guys show me the house? Design team, why don't you hang out with the kids, see what they need around here? Sound good?
Awesome.
Cool.
Let's go play.
All right.
Let's go play.
Good
Show me the
job.
house. Well, that's a nice welcoming sign as you come in. Welcome to Crazy.
Welcome to Crazy. Here it is.
Wow, this really is a 50s concrete block home.
Yep.
Everything's wired through the block as it was built.
Oh,
and
wow.
Nothing's grounded. In fact, we can't even put the child-proof plastic things in because they melt.
So you just keep the kids away from all those roads.
Desperately, yeah.
So this is you guys' room?
This is our room.
The cinder blocks really,
It's really romantic.
feels a little bit like Cell Block C right now.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
This is where I have my mommy timeouts. When things are crazy and CJ's like, I got it.
So I'm just realizing, I think there's just a lot of misunderstandings about autism. What is that?
A lot of people don't know what to look for to even know if autism is a factor in their child's development. I don't know if you've heard of Temple Grandin. Claire Danes played her in the movie about Temple Grandin's life, and the way it portrayed it from her point of view, to have something to tell our family and our friends, this is what our kids experience and why they might respond to certain situations the way they do. And Autism Speaks, they do a lot to promote autism awareness. They even do Light It Up Blue. It's actual blue light bulbs that you put in your front porch light, kind of like throughout the neighborhoods, like spotted here and there blue lights. So,
And it's pretty cool.
yeah, it's powerful.
Really
That's
cool.
some solid concrete walls, huh?
Yeah. I want to show you my school list.
So your schedule, we wake up,
take a shower, get dressed.
One of the things that you hear about with people who are autistic, scheduling is very important. Every time Sawyer gets up, he has to look at this to say, oh yeah, this is what I need to do to stay on schedule, to get through my day.
Did you know there were underwater volcanoes?
Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that you have volcanoes right here in Oregon? You do. You have volcanoes. If you thought of a cool way to take down a house, tear it down, and it all comes crashing down.
Like a volcano.
Yeah, like a volcano.
What time do you normally start the boot camp?
8:30.
8:30. Is this an everyday thing?
We do it 4 days a week. For moms, they bring their kids. And basically, we just, you know, throw our weights and our yoga mats out. Oh, you can do it.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I love it.
This is boot
Feet
camp.
up,
Getting yelled at and
knees
everything.
together, tap, and up.
I
There you
just
go.
heard something pop.
Lindsay's running this boot camp, a mommy boot camp, and all the kids get to play with one another. Jeff and I had her show us a little bit of what she puts these mommies through. It's serious boot camp.
Your place is cute. I like the kitchen. Look at this old. What is this from?
Welcome to a 1958 stove. Lindsay and I really like old stuff. We like neutral colors because real bright colors are harder for our boys with autism.
We'll stick with muted
I like
tones.
muted.
My cousin, he's very high functioning, but he has
Yeah.
autism, but it was the meltdowns that we were really concerned with, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't know the triggers. So how can we help you guys?
Anything that we can provide for Sawyer that allows feedback. Sawyer has this big red chair in his room that he loves, a trampoline or hugs or something soft that he can wrap himself up in. The boys' diet is a big deal. They're casein gluten-free, so no wheat, no dairy, no soy. Anything along those lines is going to be awesome for us. Anything. We're grateful.
I think we can do that.
Awesome. Thank you.